Hey everyone, it's Katie with Katie's Corner. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of my great things that we purchased for our son when he was about 4 months old. He was starting to get a little bit better at sitting, but definitely needed that assistance. And then we were also starting to test out possibly having him eat some food. And I was very stubborn and I did not want to buy a high chair yet. And so I found this awesome seat because at that time, most everyone probably has heard of a Bumbo Seat, but there weren't any in stock anywhere. So when we were trying to find a Bumbo Seat, we couldn't find anything. And so I had stumbled across this seat here that I'll show you in a little bit. And I was like, we can maybe use it a little bit for a high chair sitting on the table or counter, but maybe it does other things too. And what we found was we fell in love with this. It is the FisherPrice Owl Sit Me Up floor seat. And what's great about it is obviously it has toys that the child can sit in and play with and distract and really utilize, their hand-eye coordination, all of that. But it's so wonderful for traveling too. What it can do is you can actually push down these buttons here, and then it completely lays flat. So then when we're wanting to travel or any of that sort, or if I'm cleaning up for company, we can just lay it flat and move it to the side, which was fantastic. Another great thing that I really enjoyed about the chair is that this whole tray can actually come off. And what is great about that is then he can just sit there and I can hand him other toys if I want. And also this portion here, just with these toys, this can actually come off, and then it leaves a little bit of an indent, and that's what we used for our tray to place food in. So this is obviously my little boy seeing and playing in his seat for the very, very first time. I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know if, he was going to like it or what he was going to think of it. And he just sat in there and thought it was the absolute coolest thing to be able to sit and play and touch with toys. He was absolutely fascinated by it and with it. And it was great for me because I didn't have to worry about him rolling everywhere. I could sit him in here and go and, grab a cup of water or something like that and not worry about him doing, moving or anything. He was contained, he was happy, he was entertained all at the same time. As well as I didn't have to worry, like I had said, being on the ground and level, having to get him off of his head, so we didn't have to worry about any flat head or any of that sort from being laying down too much. This allowed him, he hated tummy time, so this allowed him to not put pressure on his head, but yet still find the entertainment in those toys also. This is him then sitting in it. We are just about to start testing some food with him. But as you can see, the whole tray typically would go right here. And as you can see that we have removed it, and he is still as happy as can be, but it allows us as the parents to then give him food without it getting messy or on the toys or any of that. And then this is him also in the chair. He is actually sitting on our island. We have the seat on the island, so he's like at our level when we're standing. which again is really, really nice for us to be able to feed. We don't have to get down on the floor. We don't have to do any of that sort. And then we have the tray on, just not with the toys. So that's kind of the little divot hole that we would put our food in when we were feeding it to him. And again, it worked wonderfully. It travels fantastic. One of the other great things is if he does, stain it because of food or because of a blowout, which happens quite a bit, all of this material you can take off, and it's all machine washable too. So it's such easy cleanup on top of everything else. And like I said, we traveled with it all the time. We would go to the lake and sit him on the picnic table, and he could sit and be a part of the conversation, play with his toys, and we could still enjoy time outside and not have to worry about him, sitting on the wood deck or sitting in the grass and getting hands dirty or any of that sort. So it was definitely a great purchase that I was not expecting to get so many uses out of, but I'm so, so fortunate that I couldn't find a Bumbo seat and that I got this seat instead. Definitely something I would absolutely recommend. I got ours at Bed Bath & Beyond, but I'm sure you can find them elsewhere as well. I, of course, would love to hear if you guys, if you got the Bumbo seat or if you got a different kind of seat. I would love to hear about it and learn a little bit for all of our littles trying to learn how to sit and practice that posture. So please feel free to comment in the comment section. I love hearing your stories. I love listening and learning just as much as I love telling you and educating you also. Of course, feel free to email me, Katie's Coaching Corner, corner is with a K, @gmail.com. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Mama Monday and a great rest of your week. Take care. Bye.